Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. On today's date in 1824 was the first performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Extraordinary piece of work that was the first symphony to use the human voice, and as you will know, incorporated Schiller's Ode to Joy in the final movement, a tune which has become really well known. But by the time of that performance, as also you will know, Beethoven was completely deaf. But he didn't want to miss out on being part of this wonderful performance of the work of which he was, as it were, the climax of his musical career. And so he was on stage when the orchestra was playing, although because he couldn't hear anything, he'd made a mess of a previous occasion when he'd tried to be on stage at the same time, and the conductor had told the orchestra to ignore him. But nevertheless, he tried to indicate the timing of each piece. He apparently, according to one observer, threw himself all over the place as if he wanted to play every part and sing every note. He wanted to be fully part of what he'd created. But sadly, the way in which he was out of touch with the music became clear at the end when he went on conducting after the piece had finished, because of course couldn't hear that it had finished. And the contralto singer had to go over to him and pointed out to him that if he turned round and faced away from the orchestra and towards the audience, he could see the rapturous applause and the standing ovation that his music was receiving. But he needed to be told to turn round and see it. And it seems to me that that's sometimes something that we all need. Somehow there's something about human beings that stops us acknowledging that we've done something really well. Somehow to be proud of something you've created, sometimes for some people feels wrong. We shouldn't have that feeling, or maybe we just never really do believe that we've done something well. We've perhaps had it ingrained into us as younger people that we're not much good at something, and then lo and behold we believe that. Whatever the reason, there are times when we really need somebody else to point out to us that actually we've done something really well. And so today, that's what I'm going to try and do. Make sure that if I see something that somebody's done well, I'll make a point of just pointing that out to them and reminding them that it's their achievement and that they've created something that's really good, done something, said something that's right, because quite possibly they won't see it for themselves until it's pointed out. It has to be done tactfully. You don't want to be patronising, obviously, but in a loving sort of way. It can be really helpful to other people just to remind them that they've done well.